Hello, everyone, and happy Thursday. How are you guys doing today? How many of you guys have finished with the challenge and how many are continuing? I know several are continuing until the end of May, and several are actually continuing until they go on their next trip, which I think is awesome as well. Right now, I did have one day of keto, which was Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, including today, they were carnivore days. Now, all 3 days I've been doing OMAD just because I got used to eating once a day. I like to eat those big meals and then be done for the day. Of course, my coffee in the morning and then my coffee at night. Yesterday, I did have a coffee in the middle just because we bought a new brand of coffee. We went to Aldi's and we bought a new brand of coffee. I'll try to put the picture right here of the coffee we bought. It was delicious. Normally I drink the instant coffee, the Nescafe one, but yesterday my husband bought that one and he just opened the bag and it smelled delicious. So I went ahead and had some. It was ground coffee. I loved it. It was really, really good. So if you have an Aldi's around and that coffee is there, I would definitely recommend you getting it. And guess what? Since we were at Aldi's, I also got some cheese bread. I would put the different pictures of the cheese bread that I bought yesterday. I learned about cheese bread from Laura Spath. Now, I don't know where she buys hers from, but I saw it at Aldi's yesterday and I'm like, I have to get some. So I got 3 types. I got the original, the garlic, as well as the bacon, and all 3 were delicious. I'm gonna put a quick picture here of how I cooked it. Now it's packaged up, and so I cut 2 slices from each package, and then I put it in the big pan, 2 and 2, just like right there. And I just turned them, all 4 sides, so each side can get a little crispy. And they came out delicious. They were really, really good. So that can be dangerous because, cheese and my body don't really get along. So I'm glad I only got 3 small packages. So I will be sharing with the family. That way it doesn't affect me in a negative way. But I just wanted to let you know, if there's an Aldi's around you and you feel like having some cheese bread, on the side, with some eggs and then some cheese bread on the side, maybe 1 to 2 slices. I wouldn't do more than 2. I would definitely recommend it. I will put the price next to the picture just so you guys can see about how much each cheese bread is, because I don't remember off the top of my head. But when I'm editing the video, I will definitely add the price to it. I have been doing OMAD for 3 days. I had a keto day and then 2 carnivore days. And I am glad that I am still doing OMAD just because, it's been in my routine for forever. Ever since I was doing the first 50-day challenge, I started doing OMAD. And then both 30-day challenges, I did OMAD for the most part, except for, from time to time, as well as Saturdays. And so being at home right now, because right now I am off from work, being at home, it's a little difficult, to cook for the family, but then not be able to eat until later on, or depending on, when I decide to eat, because sometimes I eat a big breakfast, late breakfast, or sometimes I wait and I eat my dinner, a big dinner. But it hasn't been as hard as I thought it would be being at home. So I'm just glad, that I'm keeping up with that routine, just because I do like fasting for 23 hours because it does wonders to my body. I really do think that because I do fast for long periods of time, my body is able to shrink, the fat, etc. That's why my inches have been falling off of me for, more than the scale has moved. And so if you feel that you need to add, a fasting day, feel free to do that. I do have a fasting video. I'll link it down below. But there are, several types of fasting. The 16-hour fast, with the 8-hour eating window. And then there's the 18-hour fast with the 6-hour eating window. And then the extreme of 23-hour fast with the 1-hour eating window. And so that's the most extreme. Of course, to top it off, there's always the 48-hour fast or even the 36-hour fast, etc. But I think the most that I have done is a 36-hour fast, but I'm not interested in focusing on that right now. I am just focused on 23-1 for the most part, except for a couple of days. Now, of course, whenever we are on vacation, starting next week sometime, I will try my best to do 1 meal a day, especially when I'm, at the house we're gonna stay at for a while. But if we are out and about, in either in hotels or Airbnbs or, we take an excursion day or whatnot, I won't be doing OMAD. I will try to focus, my food on carnivore, keto, or possibly low carb, depending on the day. But I just wanted to come and report, that I have been doing great. Following, 1 keto and 2 carnivore days. Tomorrow will definitely be a carnivore day just because my ribeyes are waiting for me once more. So I am excited for that as well. I do want to welcome all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I pray that I am a blessing to you guys. If you have any questions, please put them down in the comments and I will do my very best to answer them as soon as possible. Thank you so much for being part of my journey as well as my channel. And let's remember to say our affirmations. And don't forget, plan for it, prepare for it, and definitely take action. Let's continue reaching our goals. Let's continue, with the carnivore, keto, low carb, depending on what you want to choose. Definitely look for the specials in the stores, so you can get whatever items, your diet surrounds at a lower price, because right now a lot of things are expensive. So don't forget to look at your specials for this week and see if there's something that can definitely help your wallet. Okay. Well, God bless you guys, and God willingly, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.